In this video today, I wanted to talk about why it's important that we take time for ourselves, right? Because there is a lot of, and it's funny because I'm telling you this and there's little white feathers on the floor. You see there one up there as well? Some angelic work going on here. It's important that we take time for ourselves because whilst we're moving through these times in life and whilst we're moving through these experiences and motions that are happening around planet Earth, we have to remember to take time for us. Because if we keep on trying to move so quickly, if we keep on trying to do and be and experience and move 1,000 miles an hour, we'll miss some of the lessons, some of the wisdom, some of the guidance that is actually going to help us to really fully evolve. You know, and this is why I especially, you know, and you guys probably think that I do loads and loads of work with, and I do. I mean, it's not to say that I don't, but at the same time, I give myself time to rest. I give myself time to do nothing. I read, I watch movies, I play games, I spend time talking to people who I love, and I spend time just looking after me. I go down the gym, I meditate when I can, and I always give myself moments of peace and silence because, just as you'll notice now, there's nothing going on. You know, there's right around me right now, there's nothing. I'm by myself, I'm talking to you guys, yes, but I'm by myself and I'm able to slow my mind down and connect with myself, connect with my wisdom, connect with my thoughts and with the higher realms. And therefore, in doing so, I'm able to reach places within myself that some people might not be able to reach if they're moving at 1,000 miles an hour. And it comes back to this interesting understanding that we can move at 1,000 miles an hour and we can also move at a mile an hour or whatever, however we want to articulate that. And we're both going to get to the same destination. But you know what's interesting? Is that it's not the speed that matters. Because the person going at 1 mile an hour might come across one interesting thing that the other person missed because they're going at 1,000 miles an hour. And it's this person right here that gets there sooner, even though they're travelling slower, right? So what is the part of that little riddle that I've given you there? The point is it's to reiterate the fact that if you feel like you're concerned or worried or you're scared because you think you should be doing something or shouldn't be doing something and you've got to reach this place of ascension, then relax, slow down, because everything is coming, everything will happen. And if you don't give yourself that sacred time, that sacred space, that love, then what you might find is actually what ends up happening is you burn yourself out or you do something to yourself that is going to hold you back, that's going to make it a hindrance, that's going to stop you from truly being able to move with energy and with grace and with your own creative ability and creative flow. You know, because again, take this field for instance, right? They've prepared the field for the next crop. When these seeds are planted, they will be planted in the darkness, they'll be watered, they'll be nourished by the sun, and they will grow. Bit by bit, slowly but surely, they will grow. And they will get to where they want to be, and then, you know, they will exist. And this is just very similar to ourselves, you know, like bit by bit we grow. Little bit by little bit we grow. So give ourselves time. You know, sacred space is just as important as getting to some destination or some idea of where you want to be. You know, sacred space is probably more important. Because if you don't have it, then you're not allowed to explore yourself at the fullest of your potential, right? If you don't have a room in your house that's yours, if you don't have a place in nature or a place in your garden, or if you don't have 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes, you can find 5 minutes. Like somebody somewhere can find 5 minutes in their day, even if you're going to the toilet, right? Somebody might be like, well, you know, I've got a time limit, 60 seconds to go to the toilet. I'd be like, well, that's a bit of a rush. Right? Again, it's like if you can give yourself 5 minutes, if you can give yourself longer, fantastic. Read a book, meditate, just relax, do nothing and sit here, right? And do nothing, literally, do absolutely nothing. That's sacred space as well. You know, you don't have to do something to achieve something, to be something. It's just about giving yourself space, giving yourself time, letting you explore yourself. And that means away from the opinions of others, away from the beliefs of others, and also away from your own opinions and beliefs about yourself. Because for a lot of people, their opinions and beliefs about themselves are false. They're based upon limitations, and they're based upon external information that was wrong. What do I mean by that? People telling you. If I was to sit here in this video and tell you that you're garbage because you're watching this video and because you're this and that, like, what would you think? What would you really think? Would you believe me? Or would you think that I was a bit of a a-hole or a bit of a piece of work, and you're like, well, I don't really want to watch any of his videos again because he said something nasty about me. So the question is, I would never say that, by the way, but the question is, who else has said things to you? Who else has told you things? Who else has given you that information? Who you trust? Who you've put on a very high pedestal that's made you believe things about yourself that aren't true? Your parents, your partners, your lovers, like your friends, your school teachers, your bosses. Which one of these people have you allowed to dictate to you? Which one of these people have you allowed to make you feel a certain way? And this is interesting. You might not be able to see it, but can you see the birds in the sky? I can't see my camera. Yeah, no? I'm sorry guys, there's a lot of birds flying around in a circle around here. I find that very interesting as I'm giving you this video. But just consider that, my friends. Who have you given your power to? Right? Where have you given your power and who have you given it to? And then give yourself sacred space to process that, understand it, and turn it around. You know, sacred space. It's always so important. You know, it's so important. So, as always, guys, I love you all. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for you know, walking with me on this journey. I appreciate you all a lot. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.